Luxury cars should feel premium, but these 10 will drain your wallet fast. From brutal depreciation to non-stop repairs, one model even loses over $80,000 in 5 years. Let's expose the worst offenders. Number 10. 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, the electric wallet drain. The Cadillac Lyriq makes one hell of a first impression. That LED light show across the grille looks like something beamed straight out of 2035. Slide inside, and the cabin wraps around you with a 33-inch LED display that curves like a piece of digital art. The 340 horsepower electric motor flings this 2.5-ton EV to 60 in the mid-5s, deceptively smooth and whisper quiet. But behind the silence lies the screaming. Consumer Reports doesn't celebrate the Lyriq. They warn about it. Below average reliability for 2025, plagued by infotainment freezes, software glitches, and component failures that remind you this is a first-generation EV playing in a veteran's world. And Car Edge? Their early numbers are brutal. The Lyriq's first-year depreciation hits like a meteor, falling harder than most gasoline luxury SUVs. Early estimates show the Lyriq shedding nearly 50% of its value in the first 5 years. The kind of curve you see in vehicles trying to find their footing in a chaotic EV market. Charging may be cheap, but the repairs, the software updates, the early battery-related fixes, they turn this futuristic dream into an unpredictable experiment, and you are the guinea pig. And that's just the warm-up, because the next one is a hybrid that costs more to own than some supercars. Number 9. 2025 Lincoln Aviator Grand Touring. The luxury PHEV that punishes you? The Lincoln Aviator Grand Touring promises the best of both worlds. A silky 3-liter twin-turbo V6 paired with an electric motor, giving you a combined 494 horsepower and a tidal wave of 630 pound-feet of torque. On paper, this thing should rewrite the luxury SUV rulebook. It surges off the line like a caffeinated freight train, 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds, and its electric-only driving around town feels like flying business class. But then the reliability reports arrive, and the fantasy ends. Consumer Reports stamps the Aviator with a big, cold, poor reliability score. Not below average, not fair, just poor, the worst rating they hand out. Owners report powertrain failures, hybrid system shutdowns, climate system collapses, and electrical chaos. It's like every subsystem is arguing with the others. Car Edge swings next. A 5-year cost to own that jumps past $100,000, with depreciation steep enough to make accountants sweat. The battery pack isn't cheap. The twin-turbo V6 isn't cheap. The hybrid components definitely aren't cheap. And when anything fails, everything around it fails with it. The Aviator Grand Touring isn't a luxury hybrid. It's a financial time bomb wrapped in chrome. But as unstable as Lincoln's PHEV might be, the next SUV is a Scandinavian masterpiece, with a reliability resume written in crayon. Number 8. 2025 Volvo XC90 Recharge. The Scandinavian stress test. Volvo wants you to picture safety, serenity, minimalist luxury. And the XC90 Recharge sells itself beautifully. A 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged, supercharged, and electrified, producing 455 horsepower while delivering up to 58 miles per gallon equivalent. On the road, it's smooth, confident, and almost regal. Volvo seats feel like they were molded by Nordic angels. But the reliability numbers? They tell a different story. Consumer Reports tags the XC90 Recharge with below-average reliability for 2025. The PHEV powertrain, despite its brilliance, is a complex science experiment stuffed into a family SUV. Owners report failing battery modules, malfunctioning electronics, AWD system errors, and enough software hiccups to turn every drive into a troubleshooting session. Car Edge adds the final punch: depreciation that bites hard. 5 years in, and the XC90 Recharge sheds value faster than its gas-only siblings. The projected cost to own crosses $90,000 thanks to hybrid component repairs and an uncertain long-term battery outlook. It's a Scandinavian luxury lounge on wheels, but maintaining it feels like paying rent on a second home. And if you think the Nordics hurt, wait until you hear what Germany has cooked up.
Number 7. 2025 Audi A8, the Quattro wallet killer.
The 2025 Audi A8 makes you feel like royalty the second you open the door. The 3-liter turbocharged V6 sends 335 horsepower through the Quattro system with buttery precision, and the long wheelbase platform glides along pavement like a magic carpet engineered by German wizards. 0 to 60 in the 5-second range, quiet as a hotel lobby at midnight. But beneath the polished walnut and Napa leather lies a reliability iceberg. Consumer Reports grades the A8 with a stark, below-average reliability rating. The electronics are the Achilles heel. Infotainment blackouts, sensor failures, adaptive suspension glitches. And that beloved Quattro system? It's wonderful when it works, and breathtakingly expensive when it doesn't. CarEdge drives in the stake. A 5-year cost-to-own estimate soaring past $110,000, fueled by high maintenance, extreme repair labor, and depreciation that carves out more than 45% of its value within 5 years. That's flagship luxury level vanishing, like watching a bank account evaporate in slow motion. The A8 is a beautiful trap, and the next car proves that Italians aren't the only ones who can make luxury painful.
Number 6. 2025 Alfa Romeo Stelvio. Ferrari flavor. Fix-It Fridays. The Alfa Romeo Stelvio feels alive. The 280 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder snaps to attention the moment you breathe on the throttle. Its steering is telepathic. Its chassis, perfect. And that Italian snarl from the exhaust. Enough to make you fall in love instantly. And then Consumer Reports shows up and slaps reality across your face. The Stelvio gets a poor reliability rating for 2025. Not borderline, not unlucky, poor. Electrical chaos, drivetrain errors, software shutdowns, failing sensors, misbehaving driver assist tech. Owning a Stelvio is like dating someone who's gorgeous and thrilling, but may burn your house down accidentally. CarEdge backs this up with real pain. Depreciation that falls like a rock off a cliff, vaporizing nearly 50% of its value in 5 years. And the cost to own pushes well into the $90,000 plus territory, far beyond what a compact luxury SUV should ever demand. It drives like a dream. It ages like a nightmare. But the next brand wrote the book on unreliable beauty.
Number 5. 2025 Jaguar F-Pace, the British breakdown machine. The Jaguar F-Pace is one of the most seductive SUVs on the planet. Its 395 horsepower turbocharged inline-6 pulls like a locomotive in a tailored suit. The cabin is stylish, the stance aggressive, the drive genuinely exhilarating. But Consumer Reports ruins the romance instantly with a poor reliability verdict for 2025. Jaguar's greatest hits return with new remixes, climate control failures, electronic collapses, random check engine greetings, drivetrain fumbles, and software that occasionally forgets it's in a car. CarEdge underlines the financial pain, with ownership costs easily breaking $95,000 over 5 years, and depreciation spiraling downwards, often losing half its value by year 5. It's like buying a piece of automotive art that starts disintegrating the moment you hang it on the wall. The British charm is real. So is the British heartbreak. And for the next car, we turn to a German sedan that treats your money like it's disposable. Number 4. 2025 BMW 7 Series, the ultimate depreciation machine.
The 2025 BMW 740i looks unstoppable. The 3-liter B58 inline-6 delivers 375 horsepower, gliding from 0 to 60 in the mid-4-second range. Inside, you're greeted with a rolling penthouse, panoramic screens, ambient lighting, reclining rear seats, the works. But maintaining this technological palace is a completely different story. Consumer Reports hands the 7 Series a below-average reliability score, calling out electronics, suspension components, and engine accessories. And CarEdge delivers the harsh truth. The 7 Series loses more value in 5 years than most cars cost new. Try over 50% depreciation, with ownership costs climbing past $120,000, thanks to parts and labor that demand CEO-level salaries. Even the routine stuff becomes luxury-priced. A simple headlight replacement can flirt with 4 figures. And air suspension repairs? Don't even ask. The 7 Series is the pinnacle of German engineering, and the pinnacle of German expenses. But our podium finishers are even worse. Number 3. 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLE, the reliability red flag. The 2025 Mercedes GLE looks like success on wheels. The 255 horsepower GLE 354 MATIC is smooth, confident, elegant. Step inside and you're greeted by dual 12.3-inch screens glowing like high-tech jewelry. And then Consumer Reports drops the hammer. They mark the 2025 GLE with a big, unmistakable, poor reliability rating, and even warn buyers to avoid it. Owners report transmission shutters, fuel system issues, climate control failures, power accessory breakdowns, and electronics that reboot themselves mid-drive like they're running beta software. CarEdge doesn't give you breathing room. Over 5 years, the GLE racks up costs easily exceeding $100,000, with depreciation swallowing nearly 45% of its value. Mercedes may have perfected the luxury SUV look, but the underlying engineering feels like it's still in testing. It's smooth, it's stylish, it's refined, and it's a reliability disaster. But it still isn't the worst. Number 2. 2025 Maserati Grecale. New model, old mistakes. The Grecale GT bursts into the luxury market with 296 horsepower from a 2-liter mild hybrid powertrain, pushing this compact Italian SUV to 60 in just over 5 seconds. It feels high-strung, exciting, dramatic, everything a Maserati should be. But beneath the thrills lies a familiar curse. Consumer Reports hammers Maserati as a brand with poor reliability, and early Grecale owners report software breakdowns, malfunctioning driver assist tech, transmission hesitation, and electrical crosstalk that feels like the SUV is arguing with itself. CarEdge sees the writing on the wall. Depreciation curves dropping aggressively, similar to the Levante, with 5-year cost to own pushing into 6-figure territory for a compact luxury SUV. And because the Grecale is new, technicians are still learning how to diagnose it, meaning you're paying for their education. It's a beautiful machine that behaves like it's still in beta. But even this isn't number 1, because the reigning champion of financial destruction stands alone. Number 1. 2025 Range Rover, the king of wasted money. The 2025 Range Rover SEP 400 is luxury made physical. A 395 horsepower turbocharged inline-6 propels this 6,000-pound mansion like it's levitating. Inside is a world of tranquility. Perforated leather that feels hand-sculpted, screens that float, materials sourced from the dreams of architects. Then the numbers hit. Consumer Reports assigns the Range Rover a harsh, poor reliability rating, a tradition at this point. Owners report air suspension collapses, drivetrain failures, sensor meltdowns, and electrical systems that behave like they're haunted.
Car Edge lands the largest punch of them all. A 5-year cost to own averaging $155,447, the highest of any luxury SUV sold in 2025. And depreciation? A cliff dive. Upwards of $80,000 lost in 5 years. The Range Rover isn't just the worst luxury car of 2025. It's the single greatest financial pitfall on 4 wheels.